我只是个导游. I am just a spiritual guide. 谢菲. It is human nature to seek respect from others, and I am no exception. However, when this desire exceeds proper limits, it becomes extremely dangerous. Any mindset or action that deifies Siefeng leads to superstition, which harms both parties and society as a whole. All spiritual wisdom comes from the greatest creator, and all glory is his. If I block your view of the greatest creator, I will face severe punishment. I am just a spiritual guide. A peculiar car accident opened a radiant, colorful door, allowing me to understand the structure of the universe and the different levels of life within it. It could be said that I hold a clear map of the hierarchical levels of life in the universe. I was divinely inspired to serve as a spiritual guide for relevant lives. My reward has already been given. After fulfilling my mission, I will go to Barikia Island in the Celestial Islands continent, my future home. I am just an ordinary life in the universe, fortunate to have the opportunity to come to the human world temporarily as an imperial envoy. To be able to serve the greatest creator by metaphorically washing his footstool is the ultimate honor. Any excess gain beyond this would be tantamount to stealing the treasures of the greatest creator. The greatest creator sees everything clearly and is precise in rewards and punishments. If anyone benefits from Life Genuine, they should offer their gratitude entirely to the greatest creator. Do not let the spiritual guide stand between you and the greatest creator. View Siefeng as nothing more than a door knocker. Once the door is opened, focus directly on the greatest creator and disregard the door knocker. I am absolutely not a god. Jesus is the true God and the savior of humanity. I am merely an assistant in the process of harvesting crops. I am also not a Buddha, though I understand the highest principles of Buddhism. My heart resonates with that of Shakyamuni Buddha, granting me the qualification to guide Buddhist disciples. I possess no supernatural abilities. I only understand the Tao, but lack knowledge of mystical methods and techniques. Though I may acquire countless methods and techniques in the future, that will happen after I leave the human world and return to my homeland. Life Genuine is neither a political organization nor a religious one. It is a spiritual and soul home. Within this home, all Chanyuan celestials are equal. The only differences lie in the levels of knowledge and wisdom. There are no distinctions in terms of personal dignity. My self-designation as Huanduan Yuan Chu, Dayform Buddha, reflects my wisdom at that level. However, this does not make me superior to anyone. If everyone regards me as a close friend or a fellow traveler on the same path, I will already be deeply grateful. Everything we think and do is driven by the heart. Among us, there are no rights or obligations. As a spiritual guide, I have no authority to dictate to any Chanyuan celestial. Our relationships are based solely on mutual respect, understanding, and love. Everyone speaks and acts according to their own heart's guidance. Express yourself freely, and do not suppress your individuality. If a day comes when you feel that Siefeng is restraining your heart or hands, then I will have turned into a demon, and you must resolutely abandon me. One principle remains. If a Chanyuan celestial suffers hardship because of Life Genuine, I will call upon all Chanyuan celestials to spare no effort to offer assistance. However, if the hardship is unrelated to Life Genuine, I will remain indifferent. The crops of Jesus belong to Jesus, those of Shakyamuni belong to Shakyamuni, and those of Satan belong to Satan. Matters of the dead should be handled by the dead. I am just a spiritual guide, and I only do my part. The sins one commits must be borne by oneself, and the bitter fruits one sows must be eaten by oneself. I will not suffer or endure hardship on anyone's behalf because doing so would go against the Tao. If a great catastrophe were to occur, I would only call the ripe grains into Life Genuine. Those who do not enter are unrelated to me. Even if I witness their suffering, I will remain unmoved. Entering Life Genuine does not involve formalities like those in political or religious organizations. It is purely an entry of the spirit and soul, unrelated to the body. Deception is impossible in entering Life Genuine. Any attempt at deceit is self-deception. When the cosmic waves arrive, your soul must resonate at the same frequency as the cosmic waves. This is akin to what Jesus said. When the time comes, do not plead, "Lord, Lord, save me, for I have done many things in your name." Such words will have no effect, and Jesus will respond, I do not know you. Why? Because your soul was never truly aligned with Jesus. It was merely your mouth speaking his words. We must address one critical point. Everything must be approached with a scientific attitude. A genuinely scientific attitude does not distinguish between materialism and idealism. True science is grounded in the pursuit of truth. If we fail to analyze, think, and discern scientifically, we risk falling into extremes, superstition, or evil. Chanyuan Celestials represent the most rational segment of humanity, possessing the most scientific minds. Wherever we go, we act with integrity, walking upright and speaking boldly. Our words and actions can withstand the tests of time and reality. We treat all human societies equally, without scheming to attack or support any individuals, political parties, or religious organizations. We absorb all that is right regardless of its source. We have no imagined enemies and avoid entangling ourselves in disputes over historical errors. We believe everything is in constant motion and change. A criminal of yesterday might become today's hero, and yesterday's hero might become today's criminal. We judge people and organizations without preconceived notions or fixed boundaries. Chanyuan Celestials embody noble virtues. We respect the historical heroes and great figures of every nation, as well as their cultural traditions and customs. We do not harshly judge or nitpick the ancients based on modern standards. Our focus is on moving forward, not looking back. On building the future, not destroying the past. Crises exist, yet we strive to overcome them. Life at Chanyuan has the capability to transform deserts and wastelands into lush oases. This is not an exaggeration or a grandiose lie. If humanity adopts the values of Life at Chanyuan, we are ready to act. The future of humanity ultimately depends on humanity itself. I am a guide, not a god, not a Buddha. I am aware of humanity's crises and the paths to overcome them. If governments and religious organizations worldwide rationally recognize Life at Chanyuan, I will lead the Chanyuan Celestials to begin transforming deserts and barren lands. If we can successfully turn one nation's deserts into oases, humanity will have reason to believe that Life at Chanyuan truly brings blessings. What seems impossible can often be achieved through unconventional thinking, just like the Mobius strip, where an ant can seamlessly traverse from one side to the other without obstruction. Thank you all for listening to Xiefeng's teachings.